When your kids are in trouble, you'll do whatever you can to help them out. Now, scammers are cashing in on that parental love. But one mum who's been robbed of thousands of dollars is hitting back, warning you're not going to get away with it.
I cannot believe that there are people out there who do this.
I think this scam is more personal than a lot that we see.
You hear about it all the time, you see it on TV and you say, oh no, that's not going to be me.
It was a simple text message that caught out Jen Irishu.
Well, it started with, hi mum, it's me. This is my new number. You can save this one and delete the other.
Believable.
Believable.
A message from who she thought was her son, which has now cost her more than $3,000.
You do anything for your children, don't you?
When the messages came through, Jen immediately started to ask who she thought was her son what had happened.
And I questioned it, but there were right answers coming back all the time.
As they continued to discuss how he had broken his phone and lost his files, the conversation turned to money.
He said, I have 2 bills that need to be paid. If I don't pay them today, I'll be fined $500.
Jen had previously helped her son with bills, so the question wasn't completely out of the blue. She discussed it with her husband, Chris, and they decided to transfer the $3,250 to the bank account details he provided. Jen then emailed her son the receipt, prompting him to call her.
He just said, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm paying the money you asked for. And he said, I didn't ask for any money. And I just knew then. I thought, oh, you stupid woman.
The scammers then came back asking Jen to pay another bill for a further $5,000, but their luck had run out. Chris immediately got onto their bank and the Commonwealth Bank where the money had been sent to.
Well, they also told me that Hi Mum is the highest one on the internet. It's the biggest scam in Australia at the moment. And I said, well, you know, why don't we know about it?
But while the banks launched an investigation, Chris says it was closed with no real outcome. Their money gone.
My issue was how does a guy walk into a bank with proof right of identity, open up an account right in Australia at a Commonwealth Bank, and suddenly there's thousands of dollars going into his bank in large amounts every day. Is their fraud team fast asleep or something?
The ACCC has had about $3.8 million reported to us so far this year as lost to this scam, but only about 13% of victims report to the ACCC.
The ACCC has put out a warning about the scam, which is believed to have actually pulled in tens of millions of dollars from victims.
In this day and age where we're all communicating remotely, you can never be 100% confident who you're dealing with, so you always need to do those checks, unfortunately.
Delia Rickard from the ACCC says the scammers are quickly changing their method of operation too.
We're not used to scammers en masse pretending to be your children, your relatives, your friends, especially when they have the name of the person, which they may get from social media, which is a reminder to everyone to keep your privacy settings strong on social media.
To protect yourself, she says never transfer money to someone you haven't spoken with.
If you get a message from someone, particularly in WhatsApp, from somebody who claims to be your child, friend, relative, and that something's happened to their phone, that's why they're on a new number, the first thing to do is go and call the old number, and if they pick up, it's a scam. It's as simple as that.
I wanted to be a voice for those who are too afraid to share theirs, and to be a voice to say to these people, you're not going to get away with it.
Well, the couple's own bank, ANZ, is reopening this case. The Commonwealth Bank, which received the funds, tells us it works closely with other banks to share information. And if you've given away any personal details, contact ID Care. Details are on our website.